Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. Mark 38. Mark 38. Watch the run.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Play action now. Kaiser toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Mike set. JT. You must be true. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Stop your body. Shift. No. Check. Watch out.
From the red zone now, Watson out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This is Geis. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Let's go. Motion.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Keep it up. Run. He's telling him to run.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Charles Harris coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
We're set. 19.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Watson almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Kaiser now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
And this will be caught at the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson buying time to his left. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. It's complete to Drake. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
All right, come on.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now a drawn play with Drake. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw is Watson, forced out to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Drake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rosen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rosen to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Des Bryant in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run with Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Middle.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Here's Geis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Watson steps away to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. On 1st down, this is Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Watson. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Here's Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 30 on second down, Rosen, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
Bring it. 180. Check down. Check the out. Hey, alert, alert. Hey.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Safarian Jenkins has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. 20! Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Monday.
Now Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now. It's Drake, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Hug. Go.
56. I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This is it. 19.
Geis with the carry on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Out, 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 out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Rosen to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good.
Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure he had time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific.
So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Parker that time. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sets up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Middle. Hey, let's go.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. They're able to locate Wilson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick it up. Pick it up. One down. Hey, Zoo.
He can't hang.
Right.
One final shot here for Rosen. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there had it in.